Key oversight around the development of AI now gone after President Trump revoked Biden's executive order on AI safety right at an inflection point in the race between America and China. Deirdre Bosa has more in today's Tech Check. KD.
Hey, good morning, Leslie. So this may be less about Trump aligning with tech than it is about a shifting dynamic in global AI, adding urgency to the race. Now, removing the EO is one way of addressing that, even if it was largely toothless in the first place. Some context here. Back when Biden put the guidelines in place, the race between the U.S. and China in AI, it wasn't even close. America was way ahead in terms of private AI investment, research quality, industry leadership by the likes, of course, of OpenAI, Anthropic, Google. Today, however, it's a very different picture. We've talked before about Chinese lab DeepSeek, which shocked Silicon Valley late last year with an open source model that rivaled our best American models, built at a fraction of the cost with dumbed down Nvidia GPUs. Now, over the weekend, DeepSeek dropped another breakthrough. Its R1 reasoning model that matches the performance of OpenAI's O1 on certain benchmarks, again, at a much, much lower cost. And again, Silicon Valley was impressed and a little stunned. VC Mark Andreessen, whose firm is an investor in OpenAI, he reposted this from an Nvidia senior research manager emphasizing, "We are living in a timeline where a Chinese company is keeping the original mission of OpenAI alive, that is truly open, frontier research that empowers all." Perplexity CEO Arvind Srinivas, he responded, yeah, WTF, and he has already added the new DeepSeek model to Perplexity Labs. Now, put another way, guys, AI developments out of China, they have sped up and narrowed the gap the U.S. used to have in this race. A CEO operating the space, he puts it to me this morning in this way: China has fully caught up. He says it's not narrowed, China has fully caught up. And so you don't hear many in the industry upset that the president rolled back the executive order, even those that praised it when it came out in 2023. That may be indicative of a changing dynamic that places innovation and American dominance over safety. Scale CEO Alexander Wang took out a full-page ad in the Washington Post today. It reads, "America must win the AI war." And guys, that is a sentiment shared among the VCs and founders I talk to on a regular basis, and a theme that we are certain to hear more of during President Trump's term from large language models to chip export bans, which we've also talked about, have done nothing to slow China's progress. Guys.
On the first trading day of President Donald Trump's second term, Nvidia surged amid fresh optimism. On Friday, Nvidia's stock surpassed the 21-day exponential moving average, and on Tuesday, it attempted to regain the 50-day moving average. Whether the stock can create support at the line is still up in the air. Is it time to buy Nvidia? One method of being sure is by using chart signals. On Wednesday, Nvidia ended a 5-day losing skid, although it is still below the 50-day mark. The line is a crucial sign that shares are being added to mutual funds. An increase in volume and a move over that level would indicate that the stock is starting to rise. President Joe Biden's order requiring certain AI developers to reveal their safety test results with the government before making them public was overturned by Trump, which caused shares to rise. Following a bullish remark on Blackwell chip demand leading up to the AI market leader's fiscal fourth quarter earnings next month, Nvidia shares increased in late morning Tuesday trade, slipping into positive territory for the year. Over the last 3 months, the Santa Clara, California-based company's stock has mainly lagged the larger tech market, dropping about 3.4% and lagging behind the Nasdaq's 6% gain. The market move coincides with rumors of delayed orders for its new Blackwell processors due to performance difficulties and worries about how U.S. export restrictions may affect chip sales to China. Launched last year, Blackwell is expected to be a key source of income for the company in the years to come. This is as hyperscalers like Microsoft, Meta Platforms, and Alphabet, the parent company of Google, increase their expenditures on data centers and introduce AI-powered products to customers while integrating their own product lines. The initial shipments of so-called Blackwell racks, which stack the new chips in a method that increases computer capacity with less energy and more efficiency, have proven prone to overheating and glitching, according to a report published by The Information last week. This has caused some people to worry that while the Blackwell technical problems are fixed, Nvidia's move from its Hopper sales, which came before Blackwell, would be postponed until the second half. Meanwhile, new regulations announced in the latter weeks of the Biden administration will restrict the export of AI technologies to a few nations, such as Singapore, Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates, while keeping sales to China, North Korea, Russia, and Iran completely prohibited. So, what implications does this have for Nvidia's stock? Let's explore that. But first, a big thank you to those of you who've stuck with us this far. Creating these videos takes significant effort and dedication, so if you're enjoying the content, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share your thoughts on Nvidia stock in the comments. Your support truly helps us grow. Now, let's get back to the video.
So when we think about semiconductor production, the U.S. semiconductor industry, you think you'll get a lot of love from the new administration?
I think so. In the last few years, we've seen significant investments being made by the CHIPS and Science Act. And if you think about what that's trying to do, that's intended to reshore some advanced chip manufacturing. We produce almost none of the world's most advanced semiconductor chips within the US, but yet we're the biggest consumer. And we need those chips not only for consumer markets to drive our economy, but those chips are also used in our defense systems. So for economic security and also national security reasons, we need to do more manufacturing onshore. And I do believe that the incoming administration is going to invest even more so in these technologies. We saw at the inauguration some of the tech leaders present. So I think that's a sign that the President Trump, wants to work with some of those tech leaders to ensure global competitiveness. And I think everyone's aware of how important semiconductors are for our future.
About 30% of Nvidia's business comes from Taiwan and China. The company referred to the complex new regulations as a regulatory maze and charged that the Biden administration was eroding American leadership in AI technology. However, Timothy Arcuri, an analyst at UBS, believes that Blackwell sales will significantly improve during Nvidia's current quarter, which concludes in January, and continue to grow during the upcoming fiscal year and beyond. With a rapid shift in mix from Hopper to Blackwell in fiscal Q4, January, and fiscal Q1, April, we believe Blackwell chipset, compute board yields have improved, Arcuri wrote in a note issued on Tuesday. His target price of $185 for the shares was reiterated. The analyst further supported the argument for faster B200 and GB200 Blackwell shipments with record profitability from Foxconn, the largest contract electronics manufacturer in the world and a major supplier to Nvidia. Foxconn, formerly known as Hun High Precision Industry, announced record fourth-quarter revenue of $64.7 billion earlier this month. According to it, revenue for the current quarter would probably show significant growth over the same period last year. Because of this, Blackwell's revenue in the January quarter is now approximately $9 billion, as opposed to $5 billion previously, but we think Hopper will be down, Arcuri stated. As a result, Arcuri predicts that Nvidia will report total fourth-quarter sales of about $42 billion and $47 billion for the 3 months ending in April. To stay informed about the latest developments from Nvidia and the ever-changing stock market, consider subscribing to our investing tutorial channel. We provide daily updates on significant market shifts and key catalysts, so hit that subscribe button to ensure you never miss crucial information. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Nvidia stock, so please share your opinions in the comments below. Now, let's dive into today's video.
Let's get to our second trade, and that is Nvidia. Nvidia has stalled a bit from its highs above 153. If you look at the chart, it hit 153.13. It's come down a little bit off that, now starting to firm up here around 137. It's almost trading 139 now this morning, up a full percent. So what do we look at Nvidia? This is still a company that the AI-driven growth of this company is unmatched by anyone. It's virtually the whispers of monopoly are all over this because no one can seem to close the gap. But regulatory problems are on the horizon, and customer needs are shifting. And what is going to be the future? What inning is Nvidia in? There's all the concerns about Nvidia that have caused it to stall up here. Remember, it hit 140 for the first time last June. Is the first time it traded 140, and it's still trading right around $140. So it's been range bound now for quite a while, even though earnings are still expected to grow 55 to 60% through full year 2026. This is a company still in the early stages. And then here's the question that everyone has to answer. What's in the pipeline for Nvidia? Are they getting into healthcare? Are they getting into other companies? What's the next thing? Much like we talk about with Tesla, what's in the pipeline for Nvidia that we don't even know about yet? We know there's a chip behind Blackwell, right? So the way we want to trade this is quite simple. We're going to do the long call diagonal buying. We're going to give ourselves some time, but going out to February 14th, buying the 139 call, kind of at the money call, then selling this week's January 24th, 144 call. All I did, basically, whenever the stock's trading, buy the at the money, about a month out, sell, look at the expected move, which for this week is about $4.50, $4.30 to be exact, and sell that short call. Use that as the long call diagonal. That's the look we're doing in Nvidia. Now, it gives you about 37 long deltas. It's collecting theta each day. That number will pick up, and you're looking for a move up towards the 144 strike. Now, if it gets up there, remember, you're spending $5.30 is where we put it in. It's trading about $5.20 now. That's more than the width of the strike, so you have to be a little careful. If it gets up towards that short strike, you either want to close the trade or make an adjustment on your strikes. So make sure you understand that call diagonal. So the risk is the amount paid. Whatever the debit is, there's your risk on the trade. So you're looking for a move from where it is now up towards the 144 strike in Nvidia. Like I said, about 37 deltas per trade.
Analysts at UBS remain steadfast in their support of Nvidia, dismissing recent market skepticism as exaggerated and predicting a breakout quarter. After analyzing Nvidia's most recent moves, UBS predicts that the company is poised for a revenue boom, with Blackwell chipset sales of $9 billion in January almost doubling previous projections. Rapid acceleration of Nvidia's transition from Hopper to Blackwell systems is paving the way for what UBS describes as a very exciting 2024. Concerns about the supply chain? They are not accepted by UBS. Rather, they highlight Nvidia's astute revenue recognition approach, in which end users make use of ODM's working capital to maintain seamless inventory movement. Furthermore, Blackwell rack shipments are already beginning to arrive, with Hun Hai leading the way and Quanta set to follow. Notable advancements are even being made in hardware bottlenecks, such as Amphenol connection cartridges, which strengthens Nvidia's capacity to perform well under duress. As evidence of their belief in the company's growth story, UBS has maintained its $185 price objective for Nvidia. This is turning out to be a crucial time for investors. Nvidia is quickly establishing its supremacy in data centers and artificial intelligence, and the need for hyperscalers isn't slowing down. According to UBS's analysis, one thing is evident. Nvidia's Blackwell systems represent a paradigm shift rather than merely a new product introduction. Nvidia is positioned to provide groundbreaking outcomes in 2024 and beyond as a result of increasing production and gaining market momentum. It's going to be a roller coaster, so investors should buckle up. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.